In this video, I'm going to be discussing two of the biggest squeeze plays in the entire market that you definitely have to watch for tomorrow and going into next week, guys. One of these is a micro float play that is trending all over Twitter, is ranked 2 most new watchers on StockTwits. And I'm going to say right now, guys, this is going to be rank 1 most new watchers by the end of the day. That's because this penny stock is going absolutely viral all over the internet. Everybody's talking about it, and it's about to break a very key level. And when it does, we could see a very massive move to the upside, and basically a very small flow, only 2 million shares that flow, actually less than that. So we're expecting a lot of volume as this one is trending. I have another play that was just trading at $24 just a few months ago, is now trading at 30 cents. This company has a tiny $20 million market cap. 40% of the entire float is currently being shorted. I believe 60% of insiders actually hold shares. So, a lot of the float, at least half of it, is locked up, and they are profitable, $30 million plus for 2023 with $6 million in net income. And like I said, a $20 million market cap. So based off the fundamentals alone of this company, they are extremely undervalued based off that. And there's an upcoming catalyst that could potentially force shorts to cover, and in turn this could create a massive short squeeze. Make sure you like the video if you are enjoying this content, and watch until the very end, because I'm going to show you this tiny $17 million company trading at 30 cents that manages and operates 6 different amusement parks and water parks, etc., with approximately 430,000 square meters of land. And these collectively offer approximately at least 139 rides and attractions. And just recently they just announced a very big partnership, a LOI, with another company to launch a total of 30 to 50 indoor amusement parks in Indonesia. And these are indoor compared to, I believe, these water parks are outdoor. So this is huge. A lot of big PRs are coming. First thought we have to talk about is ticker IMTE, which is currently trading at $3.45 with a very, just under a, just a few cents under a very key level that if it breaks and holds over, could see a massive move. Plus this one is ranked 2 most new watchers, like I said, in the last 24 hours. I believe this one will be ranked 1 very soon. You can see we have 10,161 watchers on StockTwits, and this has dramatically increased over the last 24 hours and over the weekend. Everybody's talking about this one on Twitter. It's not heavily shorted, but we can see a squeeze based off high amounts of volume that we were expecting, and a very small float, which is under 2 million shares, guys. If it does break this $3.50 to $3.60 level, could see a massive breakout right here on this chart. It's a big resistant level, and it actually did, this one actually did touch $3.60 just very briefly just on Friday. So this is what we're looking at. This is a very big level right here, as a lot of volume is expected to push us up over this level. This is on that 4-hour chart, also has a bull flag right there, and looks to be headed to test this level tomorrow. And let's zoom out to the daily chart. You can actually see that we've touched this level multiple times in the past. In January got rejected off this level. In February touched this level very briefly, and we're right back at it. But now we have, this ticker is trending all over StockTwits and Twitter. So this should be enough to break us past this level. And if it does, we hold past it, hold past 360, break out of that and hold over it, could see a massive run here. So you can also see that this one is known for historic runs. You can actually see right here, it went from $1 or just around $1 all the way to over $4.50, in the matter of, a month or two, or just less than that. So we're known to see some very big pops, pop from $2.36 all the way to $3.45. We just saw a big pop from 150 all the way up. And the reason I'm still watching this one is because it's already at a very big run. Actually got rejected off this level and didn't drop that much, and we're going back to it. So this is a very important, like I said, moment that you should be watching this stock. And usually I don't like to look at plays that I've had a massive run just recently, but in this case it looks like we have a further run, at least a good chance if it does break out of this level right here. So definitely have to see this play out. Have to watch this one very closely. Ticker IMTE should be the #1 play to watch for Monday to see what happens, and definitely do not miss out on this opportunity. The next play we want to look at is ticker GDHG, trading at 34 cents. As of right now, 40% of the entire free float is being shorted. As you can see, according to Ortex, 40% is being shorted as of right now. This is a lottery type play, but it could also yield a lot of money if shorts are forced to cover. And we're going to talk about what could happen, as they are actually, I believe by June we have to see a reverse split or a extension. So extension news, we could see a nice pop, and this one is up, in the last week is up 18.6%. Like I said, they are a profitable company, did $30 million in revenue for 2023, and $6 million in net profit, $80 million in asset, with a market cap under $20 million. So based off their assets and their revenue alone, this one is extremely undervalued. I'm going to actually show you something. They actually have 6 amusement parks, I believe. Back on February 22nd, 2024, earlier in the year, they announced a $6 million share repurchase program. Guys, keep in mind any type of buyback. I've been covering Hyru Corporation. They announced a $1 billion share buyback, but more than half the time, a lot of the time, you can say almost all the time, they announce these, they don't actually follow through with these, or it's actually delayed for a very long time. So just keep that in mind as an investor, but that's still some very big news. And then they actually had this very big PR. Like I said, it looks like a compliance pump trying to get the stock price up, because I believe they have a deadline within the next month. We'll see a reverse split announced, or a 180-day extension. If they do the 180-day extension, obviously a lot of stocks see a big bounce once this happens, and especially considering this one is highly shorted, I think that could be a very big catalyst if it does fall into place. So that's one big catalyst. Also, they have put out, within the last month or two, probably 7 different PRs. So, or at least within the last few months, trading at 33 cents. This is actually, and a very tiny market cap. This is actually getting a lot of attention, and considering it's highly shorted, it is a short squeeze contender, especially if more eyes get on it and they do get that extension and bust out some more compliance PRs to try to pump this price up. Now, this one was trading at $24 just a few months ago. Keep that in mind. Also, this one had some lawsuits and was undergoing a massive short attack. I believe had a lot of articles by Heisenberg that, this company is known to sometimes, put out articles to drive a stock down and actually profit from shorting it, or at least, that's what a lot of people think. So they entered a LOI, which was very big. We could see some updates on this that could actually cause a short squeeze as well. They put out, just think of it like this, guys. They put out around 7 PRs within the last few months. What are the odds they put out more PRs as we do get closer to the compliance deadline? It's very likely we see more PRs, as long as they don't do any dilution, an offering, or a reverse split. Could see a massive squeeze, or at least something that forces shorts to cover. And this one could easily double or triple. It just depends on what happens. But they basically just entered a LOI, a letter of intent, not a binding one, just a normal one with B-Star. And this is basically an Indonesian trading company that services large-scale supermarkets nationwide. And this is an agreement or a strategic partnership to launch a total of 30 to 50 indoor amusement parks in Indonesia. So a very big agreement. But basically, under this agreement, Gold Heaven, ticker GDHG, will offer planning, layout design, facility procurement, operational management, staff training, and other related services to B-Star. So, further details will be disclosed as there is an ongoing negotiation as of right now. So Golden Heaven Group, a 30-cent stock with a $17 million market cap, tiny market cap, manages and operates 6 properties consisting of amusement parks, water parks, and complementary recreational facilities. That's, recreational Entertainment is how they get their revenue. So with approximately 426,000 square meters of land in the aggregate, these parks are located in geographically diverse markets across the south of China and collectively offer approximately 139 rides and attractions. So a 30-cent stock with a tiny market cap is doing this. Something really big. The revenue was actually down $10 million compared to 2022. And they say this is because one of these amusement parks, one of these 6 parks, has been temporarily closed. So if this one opens back up, we could see the revenue, go back up. I just, like I said, there's a lot, this is a very shady Chinese company. I'm trying to find more information on this company. So I'm going to have to use a translator and look at their parks and see what's going on myself. And guys, I would like some help with doing this because I just started looking at this company. So obviously their parks had decreases in park attendance, and this was mainly due to facility safety maintenance from June 2023 to September 2023. Also had one of their parks which was closed. Don't know if this one has reopened yet, but total revenue was $31 million compared to $41 or $42 million the previous year in 2022. Net income was $6.5 million. And, compared to $14 million in 2022. So revenue and net income is down, but we have a obvious reason for this, at least stated by the company. Another concern is as of September 2023, their cash and cash equivalents amounted to only $200,000 compared to cash on hand of $22 million the previous year. So even though they were profitable, they, basically burned through $22 million of cash in a year. And this is a concern. So any offering or a reverse split, obviously, this play is dead, but, we could easily see a PR, a compliance pump, or even an extension, and in turn could see a massive run for ticker GDHG. So obviously, this is a very high risk play, but, last week we saw GME, we saw GameStop and AMC really start to heat up. And these are stocks that are heavily backed by retail, and these are considered meme stocks. And this could be a new theme in the market. So we're going to be looking at some very heavily shorted stocks. Let me know in the comments what you think about these 2 plays, what other plays you're watching, and I will see you on the next video.